Welcome everyone, a guy trying here, and at the end of last week we were given an update about Altered's competitive scene for 2026 and how store or online tournaments can get support from Equinox. While we didn't get full specifics with more hopefully coming in January, we did still get an outline of what to expect. Links to the articles are in the description if you'd like to check them out for yourself, but let's get into it. Leading up to Altered's first World Championship, players were able to qualify during the Whispers season through national or BGA tournaments. It was all condensed into one season, which did make the jam-packed few months exciting, but only those months. This new system will try to keep the competitive scene engaged throughout the year, while also injecting new life into LGS and BGA play. Moving forward, there will be 3 ways to qualify for Worlds, the first being season finals. These will be invite-only tournaments at the end of each season. Any store that participated in the most recent game found will be eligible to host qualifying tournaments, as well as partnered BGA tournament organizers. Any player who earns an invite through these avenues will get to compete in the season final. This is different from what we were originally shown during the GameFound, which said that stores and tournaments will get invites to a monthly BGA tournament, 4 per season, that would then qualify players for the season finals. While this does reduce the amount of official Equinox-led tournaments and leans more on the stores and community to shoulder competitive burden, I do think that this process reduces some redundancy. The first of these season finals should occur at the end of January, beginning of February, but we haven't really been told how it will be implemented. Other finals will have 4 months of build-up to invite players, but this first one would only have 1 month. They're hoping to find a good way to adapt this, but might have to move some dates around if needed. Worlds qualifiers will return again in quarters 2 and 3, allowing for in-person tournaments similar to last year's. We don't know precise details, but these will be coming back, and of course, we have the last chance qualifier that leads us directly into Worlds itself. We don't know much about how these things will be formatted at various levels and whether we'll see Conquest again, but Equinox have stated that they want to highlight their limited formats, Draft and Sealed, and that they'll be present at all levels of competition. This encompasses the highest level of competitive Altered, but the tournament environment is propelled forward by the great community members that have made it so there is a tournament you can participate in most days if you want to. All partnered organizers will receive prizing provided by Equinox, scaling with the size of the tournament. 32 to 64 players will see the winner receive 10 digital uniques. 64 to 128 will add 5 uniques for second, 3 faction uniques for each top of faction, and a season final qualification to be awarded. 128 to 256 will basically double those prizes while also giving 5 uniques to third and fourth. And finally, 256 to 1024 players will see the prizing cap out at 20 uniques for first, 15 for second, 10 for top 4, 5 for top 8, 15 faction uniques for each faction champion, and 4 season final qualifications. There's also no listed limit to these benefits, which means if the Monday tournament, now run by Altered Aces, keeps at its current pace, it would offer 82 uniques and 2 qualifications in pricing each week. While that is currently the largest regular tournament, I wouldn't be surprised to see more interest once this pricing becomes available. There doesn't seem to be a restriction on what type of format can give pricing, so even formats like No Unique or Singleton could award a qualification if they have the player base. This could lead to a rich-get-richer situation where players with good uniques are more likely to win tournaments, which leads to more uniques that they could hoard as opposed to introducing them to the market, but options aside from standard construction could alleviate this. In addition to BGA tournaments, Equinox will also be offering support for any stores or organizations that want to hold in-person tournaments, with pricing of boosters, promos, and collector boosters scaling with the number of players. While I expect that most tournaments will still be held online just because of ease and comfort, I do hope that this will entice some to hold larger in-person tournaments. For any who wish to partner with Equinox for these types of events, you can contact them by emailing op@altered.gg, and if you find your project doesn't fit the current categories, they are open to hearing out what you might need and how they can potentially support the event. In terms of local play, Tumults will be returning with Seeds of Unity, with stores no longer being restricted to a specific time period and able to schedule when it works best for them and their community. There will be updates to pricing for Tumult as well as the lore event that coincides with them. We don't know much more than that for now, but like most other updates, we should get them at the beginning of the new year. Equinox have also mentioned that they want to fully establish the judge program and update their tournament rules with what they've learned from the first year, but we'll have to wait and see how and when these will happen. After having such a casual season to start off year 2, I'm excited to hear that there will once again be a reason to engage competitively in Altered. I do feel that Equinox is relying too much on their community to lift up their tournament program, so I hope that they will also put in a lot of effort to support these organizers. I'll be interested to see how the season finals will work, as previously Equinox partnered with the AWOL team for their BGA tournaments. I believe it'd be best for Equinox to host these tournaments themselves, along with stream them on their official channel, but that would add a layer of scrutiny that they may not be prepared for currently. All in all, I'm pumped for what the new year brings, and just the announcement has already given a burst of energy to the community, which will hopefully launch us into 2026 strong. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful in some way. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe, but if you made it this far, just know that I'm happy you stayed with me this long. As I said, I haven't engaged too much in the competitive aspect of Altered this season, mainly just trying out the new heroes, especially Nadir. Since it seems that there will be a season final during Sky, I'm going to make a general meta guide, which will either be one longer video or broken into each faction. Let me know which you think I should do. Anyway, happy holidays, and I hope you're as excited for Altered in 2026 as I am. That's all for now, but I hope we see each other again.